In our last journey, we dared to step behind the curtain of existence. We uncovered a creation not random but purposeful, born from a singular point of divine intention, a cosmic seed exploding outward into fire, earth, water, and air. These were not mere elements, as Aristotle once described, nor symbols of primitive cosmology. Number. They were living engines, eternal forces, cosmic infrastructures upon which reality itself was hung like stars upon an infinite tapestry. But the book we follow now, the Janjewa Qedamawi, beckons us further, beyond the primordial flash, beyond the elemental foundations, into the uncharted realms above creation, into the seven heavens. Not the heaven of simple Sunday school illustrations, not the heaven of Renaissance paintings with winged cherubs floating upon clouds, but a stratified cosmos, a ladder of seven vast spiritual realities. Each level both a realm and a state of being, a reflection of divine order and cosmic architecture. This is the universe as the ancients understood it, dense, structured, alive with hierarchies and mysteries. It is Ezekiel's wheel within a wheel. It is Dante's Paradiso. It is the Sufi ascent. It is mirrored in Jewish mysticism through the Shamayim, and even whispered in apocryphal Christian visions, such as the Apocalypse of Paul, which describes being lifted through successive heavens, each more luminous and terrifying than the last. But tonight, we turn not only to the heavens, but to our own place within them. The fourth heaven, known in the tongue of the manuscript as Iyor, the Eye of God, and within Iyor are not one, not two, but 12 alien worlds. 12 visions of divine creativity, worlds that bend the imagination, disturb the heart, and confront the soul. And in this episode, we step into the first three. Prepare yourself. According to Janjewa I, creation is not a flat canvas, but a ladder, a hierarchy of seven heavens. Each heaven is a dimension, a vibration, a level of reality. The Apostle Paul speaks of being caught up into the third heaven, 2 Corinthians 12:2, a statement often glossed over but deeply significant. If Paul saw the third, then he implied at least a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and ultimately a seventh. Let us ascend this ladder step by step. The first heaven, the primal dawn. A vast sea of light, not photons, not the electromagnetic radiation studied by modern astrophysicists, but a metaphysical luminosity, the first let there be light. Imagine it as the cosmic microwave background of spiritual reality, the faint glow left over from the Big Bang of eternity. The second heaven, the blueprint of archetypes. Here, all forms exist in perfection before they are clothed in matter. Plato would have called it the realm of forms. Here exists the pure idea of a tree, the pure concept of justice, the perfect geometry of a star before its burning hydrogen birth. The third heaven, balance and rhythm. A heaven of cosmic physics, where gravity, electromagnetism, and the nuclear forces are tuned like the strings of a violin. To dwell here is to hear the music of the spheres, the resonance Johannes Kepler once believed guided the orbits of planets. The fourth heaven, inspiration, imagination, divine vision. This is our heaven, Iyor, the Eye of God. A world where thought becomes creation, where ideas become forms, where prophecy is seeded. This is the heaven of visionaries, mystics, and dreamers. The fifth heaven, justice and consequence. Not punishment in the crude sense, but balance in the eternal ledger. Every action, every hidden word, every thought not forgotten but weighed. Think of the Egyptian Book of the Dead, hearts weighed against the feather of Maat. Here is that principle in cosmic scale. The sixth heaven, praise and worship. Countless celestial beings in ceaseless harmony, a resonance so perfect it transcends music itself. John of Patmos glimpsed it when he described the 24 elders casting crowns before the throne, crying, "Holy, holy, holy." The seventh heaven, Shaddai, the summit, the source. Here reside the four primal worlds of fire, earth, water, air, the very matrix of existence. In modern cosmology, we might call it the quantum vacuum, the singularity behind the multiverse. In faith, it is the throne of God. From this highest point, all creation flows downward, like a river through 7 waterfalls, each heaven adding form, weight, and purpose, until it arrives in us. Thus, all beings are born of this descent, some closer to spirit, others to matter. All emanations of the same source, yet ordered within this ladder, and within this ladder, our place is the 4th heaven, the heaven of Iyor. The manuscript calls it Iyor, the place of divine observation, the eye of God. Here existence is not singular, it is plural, for Iyor contains not one world, but 12. 12 realms of vision, 12 alien landscapes, each a unique experiment in divine creativity. And our world, Earth, or Hamomal in the ancient tongue, is but one among them. Think of the astronomical discoveries of our age. Thousands of exoplanets orbiting distant suns, worlds of frozen gas, molten iron, oceans without land, skies without stars. We strain our telescopes to find even the hint of life. And yet here, in this ancient text, written long before Galileo, before Hubble, before the James Webb Space Telescope, we are told, you are not alone. Your heaven contains multitudes. Tonight, we enter the first 3. The first world, Raha, meaning the abode of mercy. Here dwell beings with the faces of sheep and goats, creatures that in our culture symbolize innocence and sacrifice. In the Bible, Christ himself is called the Lamb. Yet here, these sheep-faced beings are not passive, they are wise. The manuscript declares they possess intellect greater than humans, but their wisdom is not the cold intelligence of machines, not the analytical brilliance of silicon and logic. It is wisdom woven with compassion. They are cosmic librarians, custodians of divine archives, too pure for us to touch. Their strange language, clicks and bleats, might sound primitive to us, yet the text insists it resonates directly with celestial beings. Their speech is not sound alone, but frequency, communion, a resonance with the divine order itself. Think of Star Trek's Vulcans, yet invert them. Logic balanced not by suppression of emotion, but by perfect integration of mercy. A civilization not of conquest or technology, but of gentle, profound communion. Raha stands as a living reminder. True wisdom is not raw intellect, it is intellect tempered by compassion. From wisdom to horror. The second world is Gawza, the place of paradox, the impossible union. The beings here are grotesque hybrids, faces human but marred with horns, twisted tails, their existence entangled with hideous, flying worms. These worms sustain them. They transport them. They feed them. Without the worms, the beings die. Without the beings, the worms cannot live. It is a symbiosis, yes, but one drenched in horror. They are bound to what is grotesque, dependent upon what disgusts them. Think of the alien chestbursters of Ridley Scott's Alien. Think of the parasitic body horrors of David Cronenberg. Gawza is their ancient mirror, written centuries before modern cinema. And yet it is more than horror. It is reflection. It is the truth of dependence on corruption, the compromises of survival. It is the dark truth that sometimes to live, one must embrace what destroys. And then we fall further. The third world, Sarta, the tearing apart. The one who devours here dwells spider creatures with the faces of locusts, a fusion of 2 nightmares, the cunning predator of the web, the relentless swarm of the fields. But their horror is not in their form, it is in their culture. For they do not merely hunt, they consume each other. Cannibalism is not exception, but norm. Their venom is not weapon alone, it is law. The strong devour the weak. Brothers devour sisters. Parents devour children. It is a civilization built upon the principle of self-consumption. Think of Starship Troopers swarming alien hordes. Think of Lovecraft's endless, devouring cosmic entities. And yet, Sarta is not fantasy. It is principle. It is what happens when free will is given and chosen wrongly. Why would God allow such a world? The manuscript suggests because free will must exist, even for monsters. For freedom without the possibility of corruption is not freedom at all. Sarta is the ultimate warning. a mirror of humanity's capacity for self-destruction. 3 alien worlds, 3 warnings. Raha, showing us wisdom entwined with mercy. Gawza, revealing the corruption of compromise. Sarta, mirroring the horror of self-destruction. They are not distant. They are not fantasy. They are us, mirrors held up by the cosmos. And yet, 9 more worlds remain. In our next episode, we descend deeper into Iyor, into the world of divine fire, into the realm of endless conflict, and into mysteries that will challenge the very boundaries of imagination. Which of these worlds do you see reflected in humanity today? The fire is waiting, the conflict is eternal, and the mysteries, they are already unfolding. Don't miss what comes next. Subscribe now, before the next world finds you first. This is only the beginning.